He's fundraised an astonishing $100,000, walked over 200 kilometres and received countless awards and accolades. It's little wonder 10-year-old Scott Guerrini can capture the attention of his local community, sick kids, the Telethon Kids Institute, and even the Prime Minister. Scott is more than just an awe-inspiring walker. When I sat down with him, I saw a funny and incredibly intelligent young man. Scott, thank you very much for coming and having a chat to me today. Welcome to Tom's Talk Time. Right, I want to go right back to the start. So you were 4 years old and you decided to walk 25 kilometres in honour of Telethon, is that right?
Yes.
So by age 7, you then upped that figure to 41 kilometres.
Yeah.
And then the following year, you did an entire marathon.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about what that was like.
It was pretty hard to get through it because I kept sitting down on the road trying to rest, but then Mum kept pulling me along.
And tell me about why you decided to do it. At 4 years old, that's a long way for a 4-year-old to walk.
Well, I wanted to be a doctor, but of course I was too young, so I wanted to do something while I was waiting. So then we learned about fundraising in 4-year-old kindy, and it got me thinking about what I could do to help. And the hardest thing I could think of was doing a walk from our farmhouse to our town.
And you did it.
Yes.
And you've now raised $100,000 for Telethon. There's obviously times where all of us want to give up, and during a marathon is usually one of them. Do you have a motto that you like to use and remind yourself?
I do. It's easy to make a difference, and I hope to ask you, what can you do?
That's a fantastic thing to have, and keep it running through your head. I'm certainly going to use it. Now, you unfortunately lost your cousin Joel last April, and the walking that you're doing now, you're really trying to honour his memory. Why is that important to you, and how do you hope his memory can stay alive?
Well, he thought I was a great person and what I was doing was great, and he always helped on the walk and walked with me.
So he's still with you in spirit then?
Yes.
And you received some pretty exciting news last week. You were given the Good Guys Super Kid Doing Good Award with $10,000. What was that like? That's pretty special.
It was pretty, it made me really nervous and excited and proud.
And $10,000, do you know what you're going to put it towards?
Well, I'm thinking of an Apple Watch.
That's a good investment there. You can keep track of your record marathon times. And as if you haven't already done enough, you're going to Canada with your family, doing an 82-kilometre hike.
Yeah.
How excited are you for that?
Pretty excited, but the only thing I'm not excited about is that there'll be grizzly bears.
Grizzly bears, what are you going to do to keep safe? You have to...
Well, Dad wants to buy a gun, but Mum keeps saying no.
A gun, okay.
But we've got bear spray.
Bear spray. Do you reckon that'll do the trick?
Yes.
And what about your advice to other kids out there? You know, what you've done is pretty incredible. What would you say to kids that want to go out there and do some fundraising for their own charities?
That even when you want to give up, think about what you're doing and get up and just keep going.
Great advice. Now I'm going to need to borrow some of your advice. We were talking before, I'm doing the HBF Run for a Reason, a 12-kilometre run, something that I'm not familiar with at all. Do you reckon you can teach me a few things?
Yes.
Right, let's try it out. Oh, commitment. I don't know that I know how to do a push-up. So Scott, let's just pretend that we're here at the starting line, ready to run a really big marathon or a long run. What do you reckon should be going through my brain?
You're doing great.
I'm doing great.
You can do this, and you're nearly there.
Nearly there. And have a look, we've got our matching Telethon team Danny Green tops on. Let's go for a warm-up. What do you reckon?
Yep.
All right, Scott, thank you very much for that. You certainly gave me a bit of a challenge. Do you reckon I'm ready enough for Sunday and for any more running that I need to do?
Yeah.
High five, well done.